Fascism is not just some ghost of Europe's past. It's a recurring skin disease on the flesh of civilization. You can wax it, shame it, bury it in tribunals and teach it in textbooks, but give it a few years and a few million angry people with high-speed internet, and it will crawl back, wearing a new suit and a patriotic smile. And here in America, it's found a tailor. Let's not soft-pedal this with vague warnings. Let's name it. Fascism is not a feeling. Fascism is not a man yelling mean things on television. It is not just racism with a bullhorn. Fascism is a political operating system with 5 core ingredients: authoritarian control, cult of personality, corporate collusion, scapegoating of the other, and mythic national rebirth achieved through violence or suppression. That's it. That's the definition. And Mussolini, our fascist beta tester, rose to power on the promise of order. He crushed unions, outlawed dissent, turned the press into a cheering squad, and merged the state with business to ensure that, mythically speaking, the trains ran on time. He wore military garb, demanded loyalty, and turned Italy into a paranoid circus where speaking your mind could get you shot, or worse, made to teach Latin in rural schools. Hitler upgraded the model. He took Mussolini's formula and injected it with meth, racial purity, industrial-scale propaganda, and genocide. Hitler didn't start with Auschwitz. He started with slogans, with book bans, with street thugs normalized by media silence. He rose to power legally, then erased legality. He blamed Germany's problems on Jews, communists, the disabled, homosexuals, anyone outside his holy vision of bulk. He unleashed the SS, banned opposition parties, burned art, rewrote the news, and built a machine of death so thorough it broke the soul of Europe. Unless you think fascism always comes in a costume, Franco's Spain offered a quieter version, a crucifix in one hand and a revolver in the other. He didn't need spectacle. He just disappeared his enemies, banned their languages, censored their memories, and ran a 40-year marathon of clerical tyranny that made fascism feel polite. Now look at America. But look carefully. Donald Trump did not stumble into politics. He was summoned by the ghosts of Goldwater and Wallace, by the long arc of Nixonian rot, by decades of anti-intellectualism marinated in jingoism. He didn't invent fascism. He merchandised it. He turned it into a goddamn hat. And side by side, Mussolini criminalized unions. Trump gutted labor protections and filled the National Labor Relations Board with corporate lapdogs. Hitler blamed the nation's decline on Jews and cultural Bolsheviks. Trump blames immigrants, Muslims, journalists, LGBTQ+ people, and globalists. Mussolini staged violent street theater. Trump encouraged Proud Boys and Oath Keepers. He called them very fine people and told them to stand by. Hitler used a failed coup, the beer hall putsch, to gain notoriety. Trump used January 6th to build a martyrdom complex and run again. Franco rewrote textbooks. Republican legislatures across America are banning books, whitewashing slavery, and rewriting civil rights history in real time. Mussolini declared himself the only source of truth. Trump screams fake news at every headline he doesn't like and tried to create a state-run media outlet. And just like the fascists of old, Trump does not promise policy. He promises revenge. Not reform, but retribution. Not governance, but the glorious restoration of a mythical past that never existed. A past where dissent didn't make the news and everyone knew their place. We are not in a fascist dictatorship. Not yet. But fascism doesn't arrive overnight. It comes in like climate change, gradual, undeniable, and denied until it's too goddamn late. We already have a judiciary stacked with ideologues loyal to a man, not the Constitution. A political party openly rejecting election results. Book bans, drag bans, abortion bans, everything but gun bans. A culture of retribution that punishes whistleblowers, journalists, and critics. A state-backed effort to criminalize protest. Militias deputized in all but name. Fascism in America doesn't need uniforms. It has algorithms. It has talking heads. It has the Supreme Court. It has men with high school diplomas and AR-15s who think they're defending the Republic while they're actually destroying it. And it has enough people who believe they are saving something holy by silencing, surveilling, or stomping out anything unfamiliar. No, not every Trump voter is a fascist. But fascism is not a club you join. It's a disease you enable. It feeds on fear, on loyalty, on grievance, on comfort. It asks you to trade your conscience for protection and your voice for identity. It promises that if you shut up and get in line, you'll be safe, that only they will suffer. But that is the lie. That's always been the lie. We are not looking into the abyss. We are dangling over the edge of it, and the wind is picking up. So yes, this is fascism. Maybe not the fully ripened fruit, but the vine is healthy, the soil is fertilized, and the sun is shining. And unless we rip out the roots now, we will live to see the harvest. So name it, and fight it. Or wait and watch it win. Defiance till death.
A confident person doesn't have to